It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. On the return, it's James Prochet. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They're throwing it. Okonkwo brings it in. This is ahead for about 5. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 34. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 17. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Crochet with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Man in motion headed right. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd and 6 now. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Man in motion here. Third down from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Titans will have a first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on first down. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And the Giants going nickel. 3rd down coming. Man in motion out of the slot. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's a 36-yard look for him. Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gray now on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10 now. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Micah McFadden able to make the play. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd down and 5. From the 43. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's a throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got 1st down from the 31. A give right side to Tracy. Has a lane past the 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They go play action on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Gano ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And a man is there to knock that away.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. From the gun, it's Tracy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Finds his target, Robinson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Giants are set to punt. Mason Kinsey to return this for the Titans. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Pollard. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Back to throw. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the 1st. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain. And
this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes, knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Okonkwo. He's got a gain of 6 there. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Giants returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 from the 41. Now looking to throw. He finds Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Gray now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Escapes the pocket. This time they're gonna get there and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Their punter making his way out now. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Coming left is Tracy. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go right back to Tracy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Pass cut by Tracy. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motion man left is Lockett. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Punt team on the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Second and 10 now. Got a man. Robinson has it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, third down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Throwing it again here. Gets this to Slayton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
With the slated downs to approach here from the 40. They are throwing it again. And this one doesn't go far. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Dropping back to throw. He finds Johnson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 3 now. Looking for a throw here. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff to Tracy. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll send him up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw it. Caught by Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. He'll throw it. Locates Lockett along that sideline, and he's got it. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They go play action on 1st. Finds him over the middle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 2. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got it near the 10. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st down from the red zone. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Titans 14 points back. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gray now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. Back to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. Looking right, and he finds him. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. To throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the Giants come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.